Hello everyone, welcome to 3ddesignacademy.com. In this lesson, I'm going to show you guys how to handle a fillet over fillet situation. Now, a scenario like this is actually very common where you have a feature line running through and you're supposed to put a fillet between all of these surfaces. So, how are you supposed to handle this situation? So it might be tempting to put a fillet here first because that actually makes it continuous between these two pieces and put a fillet over here later. However, that is probably not the best method to do. And the reason why is because this fillet is actually a little bit smaller. And let me show you what happens if I put a fillet like this. Now, it might look pretty good. And that was actually pretty quick. However, if you look at the highlights over here, it's broken. Between these three surfaces over here, you'll see that there's a broken highlight, and I'm pretty sure the continuity is positioned at best. Well, I don't think I really need to explain considering the highlight is broken like this. So what are you supposed to do in order to solve this? Now, if you guys have seen Alias 39 fillet order of operations, the answer should come pretty easily. You are supposed to do the big ones first and then do the smaller one later. So let me show you guys how to actually do that. So I'm just going to hide all of these surfaces over here and let me just pull up this surface over here. And I'm going to do it in two different steps. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you guys a quick way to do it. Or I guess like a theoretical base, just roughly go through it. And I'm going to show you guys how to properly execute the fillets. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to intersect this piece over here. And let's actually do that one for here. And I'm going to just go ahead and trim. Now the trimming is not exactly necessary, but I do need to divide this one over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to snap a curve like this. It doesn't really matter as long as it's touching over here. If you want the direction to flow like this, that you can do that too. All right, so I'm just going to grab a curve like this and let's just go to the side view like that. And I'm just going to project over here. I don't need that curve. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim divide between these two so that I have two separate pieces. This is going to allow me to make sure that the fillet, the surface fillet tool just operates nicely with edge align. So let's go ahead and grab surface fillet over here. The settings are, it's going to be chord, it's going to be G2, and I do have it set to quarter length, and it's going to be a quarter length of 150. And for now, let's just set it to edge align on both sides. So I'm going to click on this surface over here, click on this one like this, and there it is. Now the surface with the surface fillet tool looks like it's expanding a little bit over here, but for this, I will preferably change it and build it a little bit nicely, especially with the span in the middle. Actually, let's see if I Bezier surface. No, that doesn't really do a cleanup. All right, but for this demo, I'm just going to move on. Okay, so I do need a filler on the top, so let's do that too. So it looks like this one is a little bit short, so I'm just going to make it maybe 200, maybe a little bit bigger. All right, so that's good enough. All right, so now I do have the larger set of fillets first. I'm going to go over with it with the smaller one. The size of the fillet that was going over here is 50. So let me just put that in and let's see how that looks. All right, so looks like the fillet over here is a little bit weird. And the reason why that is happening is because of these two surfaces are actually one surface, which means the surface is actually flush. So when it's curvature like this, the fillet tool doesn't really know what to do. However, with the Alias 2023 update 1 or later, I think it's 2023 1 or later, there is a function called existing theoretical and build theoretical. Now, since I already have a theoretical over here, I think existing theoretical should work. So let's give that a go. So I'm just going to do an update over here like that. And there it is. And as you can see, the feature line fades nicely onto this piece over here. And that looks good. Now, that said, however, there are a couple of spans. So I'm going to do a full cleanup of this and show you guys how to build a really, really clean model. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to undo this one, and I'm actually going to undo this one over here because I don't really like how it's spreading apart. Actually, if that's the case, I'm going to keep the top one, and I'm going to actually do a Bezier just because that usually cleans up the CV structure. And what I'm going to do is let's just go to the side view and rebuild this one. So I'm just going to do a fit curve over here. It's going to be degree 2. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to offset it this way. Let's just do an NUV like this. It doesn't have to be exact. It just needs to be close. And I'm just going to do this one on the other side. Now this one, I probably have to shift it a little bit, but let's take a look. Yeah, I think the size isn't. Yeah, I actually, you know what? I think I need to redo this one. So let's just copy and paste this one. I'm just going to snap it over here so that it's a little bit consistent. I think the scaling actually works a little bit better. But this one is not snapped to the edge, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to snap it over here like that, and let's just go ahead and extend it. All right, so that's good. I'm just going to project here, and I'm going to project here, and let's just delete the curves. Let's go ahead and trim over here. Oops, that was a divide, so I'm just going to delete that, and I'm going to say keep over here. So that looks good. All right, so I'm just going to delete the construction history over here. And of course, in order to build the surface over here, I will prefer a fourth edge. So let's grab a blend curve like this. I'm gonna snap here, and that should be good. All right, so let's fill that in. So it's going to be, I'm just going to use a square. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4. And of course, 1 does need to be curvature, and 3 does need to be curvature. But I don't know how, but I got 137 spans. The first thing to do is just to use a rebuild. So I'm going to do 1 here and 1 there. That doesn't really help. So let's go ahead and go with an explicit control. 5 and 5. And let's see. Yep, I got curvature on both sides. The CV structure looks good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so that's good. So now I'm just going to delete the construction history over here, make sure everything's good. And now let's go ahead and use a surface fillet. So it's going to be 50. The same size that I used, and I'm going to go ahead and use existing theoretical because I already have a theoretical running through nicely. And I'm going to click this one and this one, and let's see how that builds it. All right, so that's actually pretty good. For the interior, I'm just going to say edge align. I think that should help. So let me see Bezier surface. Okay, so if I turn Bezier surface off, looks like it does something like this, which is actually not horrible. I mean, the CV structure could use an improvement, and I should probably reduce the number of spans. Well, let's see how that does. All right, so actually, you know what? Before I do anything, Bezier, if I have Bezier surface, it actually divides it into 2 pieces. The surface structure actually looks pretty good. So if you want to just leave it like that, you can. But if you're feeling ambitious and you want to just do it in a single span, let's see if I can do something a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do this separately and see if that works. No, I think the results are pretty similar. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and delete the construction history over here like this, and I'm just going to duplicate this edge like that. I'm going to snap it over here, and I'm going to copy paste and snap it over here. Now, because well, these two, I think the CV structure is pretty similar, so I don't think I really need to like align them. However, I do need to make sure that it's actually curvature here. So I'm just going to make sure that's curvature. I'm going to make sure that this one is curvature, and that should be pretty good. And now let's just go ahead and project over here and project over here. I'm just going to delete that one, and I'm going to do a trim convert on this one, and I'm going to trim convert on this one. These 2 pieces I actually don't need, so I'm just going to go ahead and hide it. And now it's time for a line. So I'm going to make sure that it's edge over here, and I'm going to make sure that this one is edge over here. So that's pretty good. Right, so now let's go ahead and create the 4th edge. So it's going to be a blend curve over here and here. Let's go ahead and do a square. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4 over here. And 2 is also going to be curvature. And looks like that's actually pretty good. So I didn't need to do any collinear options or anything like that. It just, I was able to create that from the get-go. So happy with that. All right. However, there is one more step. I do want to make sure that this is actually curvature to this surface. But if you notice, this is actually divided into two. But if you remember, this is actually one single piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete this one. I'm going to untrim this one over here. Delete the COS like this, and let's just go ahead and project. Like that. I'm just going to trim. Delete the construction history over here. I'm just going to check the continuity. Now these should be curvature. That's a given. But I'm going, oh, there it is. And it is curvature. So I was able to make a very nice, very clean single span surface. The highlight is a little bit abrupt, but that is due to this one. So in order to solve this, maybe you might want to just open this up a little bit. But as far as the theoretical of the surface structure goes, I think it looks pretty good. All right, so that is how to handle a fillet over fillet situation. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time. Want to learn more? Then become a member at 3ddesignacademy.com, where you will find hundreds of video tutorials ranging from basics, including car creations, intermediate level tutorials such as this wheel, all the way to Class A modeling of the interior car exterior. Interested? Visit 3ddesignacademy.com.